All right, so here we are. I'm Kevin Ducey, a VP of Sales with Whiteboard CRM, and I'm here with Heather Bomar. Heather, would you mind introducing yourself?
I'm Heather Bomar.
Oh, right on.
No, I am Heather Bomar, Senior Mortgage Advisor / Team Ambassador of the Bomar team of Cornerstone Home Lending in Oklahoma.
Right on. And tell me a little bit about yourself. What did you do last year? What was the year like for Heather, as far as from a production standpoint?
Production last year was a great year. We funded 354 families for approximately $80 million.
So tell me, tell me about your team. How many folks do you have working with you?
So I have 6 team members plus my processor. So I say I have a tiny army of 8 women total. And yeah, so I have 2 loan analysts and 2 client specialists on the front side of my team. And then I have my 2 closing coordinators and my processor kind of on the back side of my team.
And I know you partner with some successful real estate shops in Oklahoma. I'm thinking of folks like Tara Levinson. How would you advise a new LO to build their partnership Rolodex? And what are those top producing agents looking for from their loan officer?
As far as building, I would just say relationships. Knowing who you want to work with, but also something I learned early on from one of my mentors was there's enough successful partners to work with that are like-minded and do business like you or have similar goals. You're not going to be a fit for everybody, but finding those people that you are fits with, maybe value matches or just success-driven matches, and then just joining up. And so started doing that early on, and really my passion early on, I wrote my vision statement out for my team in 2007, and a piece in it was about partnerships. And what I wanted to do was really just relieve the burden of the loan process from our realtor and builder partners and let them place it reliably on our shoulders. And just doing that with a level of excellence. And so when they refer a family over to our team, they know that we've got it. And when we issue a pre-qual letter to them, they know it's as good as gold. It's basically as good as cash. And in fact, in our market, they know if a seller's in a multiple bid offer situation, the listing agent will normally say, take that Cornerstone pre-qual letter, take that Bomar team pre-qual letter, because we know they will close, and they'll close on time, and they'll close well. So really just taking that burden off the realtor and builder partners, and then making them look amazing in the whole process. So their clients are actually thanking them in the end. Thank you so much for referring me to Heather and her team. Like, they were just as amazing as you said they'd be. And then also in that, freeing up our partners to do as much business they want to do. If they want to go get more business because they're freed up to do so, then they can do that. Or if they just want to have more life balance because they're not having to babysit the loan process, then they can do that. So that was really my passion for the partner piece. And so by doing that, our business just grew and grew and grew. We'd have cross sells, and agents would notice. And if that was someone we felt like we were a good fit with, then we would join up and just start doing business together.
And I heard a note from one of your teammates the other day about what a difference maker it was for an agent, that you guys keep them in the loop better than a typical loan officer shop would. How does your team do that, and what processes do you guys use or tools to manage that communication?
Really just communication, but systematized communication. And so we do weekly Friday updates. We do milestone updates, which we run all that through Whiteboard. And the partners and the clients love all the updates. They never have to wonder, really, they never have to wonder, where's everything at? Going to hear from us.
And so how are you managing those communications? Is it emails? Is it text? Is it phone calls? All three? What seems to be working better than the others?
So I would say it's all three. Doing a lot of playbook emails through Whiteboard for milestone updates. And then we're working on a playbook right now for texting some updates out. So kind of playing around with that. Really kind of a combination.
Right. And so how has texting been for you? It's a fairly new feature for Whiteboard, and I know that a lot of our clients seem to really like it, right, that reaction. So when did you realize it was going to be a viable way to communicate? And was it a conscientious decision, or did it just kind of happen?
When y'all first rolled that out, I was like, okay, cool, this is neat. Like we can text and it's going to come from, my landline. It's going to show as my landline. Like that's pretty cool. And so we would just use it as needed at first, not really thinking too much about it. But then we realized we were getting such quicker responses from the families and from partners when we needed something. So for example, if we had a new referral come in and we reached out to them via phone and didn't get them, then we started a system where we would text them saying, hey, so-and-so asked us to reach out to you for your new home loan. Congratulations, so exciting. Do you have a few minutes to visit today? And so if we didn't get them on the phone, we'd always try phone first. If we didn't get them, we'd 9.5 times out of 10 always get a response back like, oh yes, I'll have a break here soon, I'll give you a call back, or if you'll call me at 3, that would be perfect. And so we just found that we were getting much quicker responses via text in situations where it might be a couple of days or no response at all.
How are you handling texting with your clients and partners before Whiteboard implemented texting?
It was like a hodgepodge of things. I do videos for that we send out to our clients and our partners, just like helpful tips and mortgage info and things like that. And so I was having to use Scipio for that. Can I say a name?
Sure, of course.
I'm kidding. So we're using Scipio for that. And then if we needed something desperately from a client, my team doesn't use their personal cell phones. I want them to have life balance. And so they would use Google Voice. And so, but it would come from like this different phone number, and Scipio would have this different phone number. And so we had all these like random numbers floating out there. Plus we had our team line. And so it was so great to be able to consolidate that to our actual phone number. So it's been huge.
And Heather, can you tell me about like a fulfilling win that you and your team might have had in the past couple months?
Yes, the official rankings came out from Scotsman's Guide, and I was named the #1 mortgage originator in Oklahoma, which, yeah, pretty cool. And then new rankings came out. They came out with a new category, and I was in the top 60 women originators.
Right on.
Girl power, and in the nation. So that was a cool honor.
Tell me what's a typical work week look like for you, Heather Bomar.
So, I've got my focus is 3 tiers: team development, client relations, and then supporting our real term builder partners. And so it looks a lot like, our biweekly team meeting, our biweekly one-on-ones with each team member, team celebrations, just checking in with different clients, mortgage reviews, and then just checking in with real term builder partners, seeing how we can support them and giving them updates on different families and such.
Where can we find you on a Friday typically, Heather? Because you're able to utilize these tools and systems to your advantage. And
yes, through our systems and my amazing team, my team is literally able to run everything on Fridays, and I've got 4 tiny little kids, ages 3 through 9, 3, 5, 7, and 9 actually, to be exact. And so I get to be mommy on Fridays, so it's pretty neat. I was gonna say I'm kind of I'm a competitive person, so like I want to do the numbers, but then I also want my mommy hat too, and so it's really neat that I'm able to get to do both.
It's awesome that you figured out a way to develop a team and utilize tools such as Whiteboard to help you get there. So what's next for the Bomar team in 2019, and how are you going to continue to fuel growth for you and your team?
Love that question. And so our big, hairy, audacious goal
your BHAG
is my BHAG is to fund 500 families this year. So that's where we're working towards. And this month we're going to fund probably about 43 families, which is a really big month for this early in the season. So we're excited about that. So yeah, that's what we're going towards.
Well, thank you so much for your time, Heather. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.